You know, when we come for salah, okay, we need to understand that we are coming, we are going to perform such an action. When we say Allahu Akbar, we are standing before Rabbul Alameen. And this is why we say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We recite the Surah Fatiha in each and every rak'ah, right? Because we need to understand the fact that we are standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are actually in a direct conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Allah replies and He says Hamidani Abdi, that my servant has praised me. When we say Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Allah subhanahu wa Malik Yawmiddin, Allah says Majjadani Abdi, that my servant has glorified me. Okay, He has raised my status. Okay, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a conversation that is happening between Allah and ourselves, right? Why am I mentioning this? When we come for salah, you know, I notice things that happen in the masjid, okay, and we need to write a book on all the mistakes that the musallis make and all the things we need to rectify in our masajid, right? We need to gather all this, inshallah, one book. I'll try to do this, inshallah, in my lifetime, okay? One thing I want to mention is, when we come for salah, for example, you're late for salah, yeah? You're late for salah. The salah is, okay, or the imam is in ruku' and the entire jama'ah is in ruku'. What happens? What do you hear? You hear footsteps, isn't it? Especially in this masjid, because the floorboards are, okay, you can hear everything, okay? But people, what do? They run, right? Okay? You know, in a hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam prohibited this, okay? That when the jama'ah is in ruku', we should not run to our salah, okay? We should not run to our salah. Okay, he said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that you should walk, and whatever is decreed for you from the raka'at, you will get that. You can make it up. Do you understand? Obviously, where we don't want to make it up, right? Because we want to finish our salah quickly and go back to the dunya, right? But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised us that we are calm. When we enter the masjid, we walk to the sufuf, we walk to the rows, and we join the salah. Whatever the position imam is in, we join him. Okay. So we do not run to catch the jama'ah or to catch the ruku', okay? What is the wisdom behind this? Number one, we disturb the entire jama'ah, okay? When we are in ruku', it's absolute silence, and now we hear people running, subhanallah, okay? And if you fall over, it's going to be even bigger sound. Do you understand? It's going to be even bigger sound if you fall over, right? And another thing, when you join the jama'ah, because you're running, you're going to be huffing and puffing. You won't be able to concentrate. Your concentration will be on catching your breath. And because you're huffing and puffing, the person next to you is going to be disturbed as well. So you're disturbing everyone. So can you see how much emphasis is laid in not disturbing your fellow musalli? Okay, that person who comes to pray his salah, you should go to the utmost limit to not disturb this person, this brother, or even this sister as well, on the sister's side, right? So it's very, very important that when we join the jama'ah, if you are late and if the jama'ah is in ruku', you do not run. And those people, if you see people running, advise them that, look, we should not run, we're disturbing everyone. Okay. Another thing is, when we join the jama'ah, a lot of people, what they do is they stand. Okay, say for example the jama'ah is in ruku', the imam is in ruku', and is in sujood, sorry, right? And the entire jama'ah is also in sujood. What do? They wait. They stand there, okay, and they wait for the imam to come back again. Okay, because now basically when the imam raises his head from ruku', you've missed a raka'ah. Yeah, everyone knows this, yes? That when the imam is in ruku', if you catch the imam in ruku', you've got the whole raka'ah. If you miss the ruku', you've missed the raka'ah, right? So now, because he's in sujood, you say, you know what, I've missed the raka'ah anyway, let me wait for the imam to start your raka'ah, right? No, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in a hadith that إِذَا كَبَّرَ الْإِمَامْ فَكَبِّرُوا. That when the imam says takbir, you say takbir as well. The imam has said the first takbir, yes? He said Allahu Akbar, right? Now as soon as you have lined yourself up in the rows, don't wait until the imam comes back again. Whatever position he's in, okay, whether he's in sujood, whether he's in qa'dah, okay, whether he's sitting down in tashahhud position, you join him, you say Allahu Akbar and you go to that position, okay? And just look at the wisdom, you'll be in salah for a much longer time. It's an extra sajda at the end of the day, isn't it? More reward, okay? One last thing, okay, is that a lot of people, when the imam is in ruku', alhamdulillah, they've catched the ruku', okay? But what happens is when they're in the rows, okay, because they don't want to miss the ruku', they say Allahu Akbar and they go straight into ruku'. Yeah? So let me stand up and I'll show you, okay? So they say Allahu Akbar and they go to ruku' without even standing. Some people, they walk and they say Allahu Akbar and they go like that. Okay? My question is, have they done qiyam? Have they actually stood? Okay? They've stood before saying Allahu Akbar, but as soon as they say Allahu Akbar, they're going to ruku'. So what have they done? They've only done ruku', isn't it? Yes? They've only done ruku'. Okay? You know, standing in salah, is it a fard or is it a sunnah in salah? It's fard, isn't it? Right? It's obligatory. You have to stand in salah. Right? You have to stand in salah, obviously if you're able to, right? You have to stand in salah, right? So if you do not stand, what are you doing?
You miss the
Yeah, exactly, you missed the fard. Do you understand? You missed the fard.
Sure.
Alright? And yeah, it's one of the conditions. Okay, shart means condition, right? It's one of the conditions of salah. You need to stand. Okay? So you need to stand for a moment and then go into ruku. Everyone understand this, yeah? So inshallah, please, these are very, very small things, small mistakes we're making, but it has an effect on our salah as well. There's many other things. Shall I mention them? Yeah? I've seen people, when they're praying their sunnah, okay? Those of you who want to go, you can go, okay? This is general advice I'm giving, okay? Those people, when they pray their sunnah, okay? I've seen that they just stand. Their lips are moving, okay? They're not reciting anything, okay? What is the definition of qira'ah? What does recitation mean?
Your lips should move.
Not just your lips should move, sounds should be coming out. And this is why the fuqaha, if you read the books of fiqh, they'll mention that you should read loud enough that you can hear yourself. Okay? So, these people, some people, what they do, they don't recite anything. And if you ask them, they say that I'm reciting in my mind. Is that enough, brothers? No, qira'ah is also another condition of salah as well. It's also another condition. You need to recite. If you don't recite, your salah is not valid. Right? You need to recite Surah Fatiha, you need to recite another surah. Okay? It's very, very important, brother, we take care of these things. Okay? And also, one last thing, I promise is the last one, right? That a lot of people, when, first of all, takbir tahreem, the first takbir, it is compulsory, right? It's compulsory in salah. You need to say the first takbir, okay? It is a condition for the salah to be valid. People, they do not say Allahu Akbar. Especially when people are joining the jama'ah late, okay? What they do, they just raise their hands and they go into ruku'. They raise their hands and they go into ruku', okay? It is very important that we need to say Allahu Akbar. The takbir tahrima is not action. This action of raising the hands is not called takbir tahrima. Takbir tahrima is the words. When you say Allahu Akbar, that's called takbir tahrima. What does takbir tahrima mean, brothers? What does takbir tahrima means? Anyone know tahrim? What does tahrim mean?
Start the salah.
Yeah, it signifies the start of salah. But what in Arabic, what does the word tahrim mean? Anyone know? It comes from the word harama. Haram means for something to become haram. So, yeah, exactly. So when you raise your hands, there's certain things which normally, outside of salah, they're halal, right? So certain things, now when you say Allahu Akbar, you are standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and now certain things have become haram. You can't have a nice buffet, okay, in salah. You can't answer the phone in salah, alright? You can't, entertain yourselves, okay, watch a football match whilst you're in salah, okay? Stuff like this. So all of these things become haram as soon as you say Allahu Akbar. So these are a few points I wanted to mention. Inshallah, I'll mention it after one of the salah next week, inshallah. Okay, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us knowledge. Knowledge is very, very important. Okay, these few things, okay, it's very, very important that we educate ourselves, educate our family members, and also, if you see any mistakes now you've learned all of this, okay? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in his hajjatul wada', in his farewell hajj, he said, فَلْيُبَلِّغِ الشَّاهِدْ الْغَائِبِ. That let the one who is witnessing, let the one who is present, tell those people or convey the message to those people who are absent. Okay? So now all of you, alhamdulillah, you're all here gathered, but this is not the entire Hays sitting here. Okay? The entire Muslim of Hays is not sitting here, right? So what do we need to do when the musalli come? Okay, and when we see this mistake, with hikmah, brothers, please, yeah, with hikmah, with wisdom. Don't start shouting and say, oh brother, you're making a mistake, this, No, with hikmah, take him to the side, right? And with love, with compassion, mention that, look, this is a mistake, okay? And mention the reasons, give him the, the ahadith that I've mentioned. Okay, the Prophet ﷺ said that we shouldn't rush towards salah, okay? And we should be calm, okay? Because we disturb people. Mention this, right? In a very loving manner, a very quiet manner, okay? Lower your voice. It has a big effect, okay? If you start saying it with a very stern voice, naturally what will happen, you'll become defensive. And he might feel hurt as well. Alright, you need to think about all of this. Very, very important. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us all the tawfiq. Jazakallahu khairan.